that's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
To throw again, Taylor. And he finds Montgomery complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Harrison on the tackle.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
High throw, but the catch is made.
Taylor's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8-yard pickup.
A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's going to be caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On second and 7, Jackson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the option, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in. Enemy territory already. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Steelers.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They run it with Balaj. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets this one across midfield for the day.
Talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Taylor, and it's caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
46-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Daquan Jones able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and...